see something, what would you see? What would you feel?
I just feel like going over water.
Okay, you're going over water.
Mhm.
Okay,
Kind
can you
of
see
like
the water?
it's kind of dark, but I don't know what I'm on. I'm like going fast over water.
Ah, okay. And you feel like you're on something
I can't
going fast over water?
I can't see what I'm on, but I feel like I'm just going over water fast, but I don't know what
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
But it's going pretty fast.
Mm. So, but can you see the water, or is it just kind of a blur and you just know that it's water?
I know that it's water. It's like a dark water.
Okay. So it definitely feels like you're traveling, though, in some
It feels
form
like
or
I'm
fashion.
traveling. Yeah, but it's almost
Okay.
like I'm just floating over it, but I'm not sure how.
Okay. Got it. But floating over it fast, not sure how. And how do you feel about the water? Does it feel like, oh, this is a familiar place, this is where I belong, this is where I've been, or I'm just passing through, I've never seen this place before?
Yeah.
What is it?
It
Kind of
feels
impression do you have about the
familiar.
water?
It
Oh,
feels
okay.
like I'm a pro at it.
Ah. So if you kind of feel around you, like kind of, you know, how we can kind of feel our aura, or like if somebody's in our space, we can tell. Does it feel like there's anything around you, or does it feel like you're the one traveling fast over this water, not necessarily in a vehicle? Which do you think?
I feel like I'm traveling on like an invisible vehicle or something.
Okay.
It feels so silly, but it feels like I feel like a big, like strong man, like holding some kind of mast or pole, and that I'm traveling really fast. And I'm like white hair, white beard.
And how does it feel to be traveling really fast like this? Like, is it exhilarating? Is it fun? Is it part of just what I do?
Yeah.
Does it feel like
it
more
feels
of a
very
duty?
normal. Yeah, it
feels
feels
very normal.
Like that's the way I travel.
Oh, okay.
But it feels fun, but it's like the way I travel.
Nice. So what, do you keep seeing water like indefinitely, or what do you ever see anything different, or do you come land? Okay.
It's just like water all around, like a vast, vast water. I don't know where I'm going, but it's just vast ocean. And it feels safe, it feels normal. And it's just a lot of wind blowing through my hair. And I still have that pole or that mast or whatever that is. And it just, maybe I'm just going out. I don't know. It doesn't seem like, it just seems like I'm just going over, but I don't know what the purpose is. It feels very normal.
Okay. What's the very next different thing? If you want to condense time, you can do that.
Yeah.
What's the very next different thing that you do or see?
Okay.
Or feel?
Now I feel like I am getting to some sand. And I feel like I'm a mermaid. Or like a merman, I guess. But it feels like I have like a big tail fin.
Okay. So did you go into the vast ocean that you were flying over? Is that the same place? Is that where you went into the water?
So I was over the water. That's where I started. And then now I'm like in a sandy area.
Okay. So tell
But
me
now
about
it's
yourself.
like,
Go ahead.
it was like when I was over the water, it was like an old, not old man, but it felt like muscular man with white hair, white beard. But now that I'm on land, it's like I've transformed. I'm still a man, and I'm really built a bit in both ways, but I'm like younger now. And I have legs now. It's like I was a mermaid or merman, like older, like almost like a Zeus type looking. And then as soon as I got on land, I started to transform into human, but still like strong and like a lot of muscles.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure what it is I'm doing there. Like it seems like both are noble.
Okay. And so as this man, do you have the tail now or do you have the legs now and you're walking in
It's
the
just
sand?
legs now. It felt almost
Okay.
like with the water that I was like on some kind of like invisible like chariot or something. And now I'm on the sand and I'm like transformed into a younger person, still a man, but like maybe like, I don't know, like 20s. But I feel like from old times,
Okay.
like someone you might see in a Bible, like an old, like with a white cloth over, but still, or like kind of Greek, I don't know, like with the gold crown, but with leaves, gold crown. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
And it kind of stops there.
Okay.
Sure what I'm doing there.
So as far as you, so you feel strong and you feel healthy.
Yes.
Does it, and it feels like you have these kind of old time clothes on, you said, like a white cloth? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like powerful. Like it just feels Greek, but it feels like the water was like Greek mythology, and now it feels like I'm like a Greek person on the sand, like with the whole like it's not like a toga, but what they wear, the cloaks and the gold belt and the gold kind of boots, like and the gold leaf and then I have like brown curly hair, and I'm like white skin and like muscular.
You feel
and
pretty
I just
good
feel
about
powerful.
yourself, right? Powerful.
Yeah, I feel
pretty
powerful.
Okay. All right. Well, do this. So in that life, as that man, that powerful feeling man, take me to the place that you call home in that lifetime. So whatever that looks like. Take me to the place that you call home. Let's stand outside of it. And now that we're there, go ahead and describe for me from the outside first, what does it look like?
It's like it's Greek again, like with the pillars. It's just big and white, and the pillars against the blue sky. But I don't know if that's home or work.
Well, does it look like a home or you're not sure?
I'm not sure. It's like I don't know where the home is, but I don't feel lost.
Okay. Well, how about
Maybe
if you
I
take
live
me
like
inside?
in a palace.
Yeah, take me inside and let's have it be mealtime. So take me inside at mealtime, like a meal, like a dinner meal or something where people would normally be gathered. So take me inside at mealtime. And now that we're inside at mealtime, tell me what's going on. Is anyone else there? You by yourself? Like kind of what's going on and who might be there?
I feel like It's like a long table. It's like a very or embellished room.
Okay.
Everything, it's kind of like dark, but like lots of like everything in there is embellished.
Okay. So kind of super fancy.
Yeah. And lots of, yeah, it's really embellished, long table, but I'm the only one there. And then I just come in. I can have meat, I guess. Everything's kind of like rustic but embellished. It all feels like all like old timey.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what year.
Okay.
But I'm very comfortable and I don't feel lonely. It just feels like I'm taking a break and I'm going to go back and do something with my powers. Like I have duties, but I don't know what they are, but it involves my strength. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm royalty or a soldier. I don't know. But I feel big and powerful. It's like really big, powerful, and self-empowered and not lost. Maybe it's just like a one-track mind kind of. I'm doing one thing, but I'm not sure what it is.
Right.
And then that's okay with me. That's what my job is.
And did someone serve you the food or did you have to make it yourself?
It's just on the table.
Okay.
But maybe I wasn't supposed to go eat yet. I think I was supposed to go and then I feel more like, yeah, like maybe, I don't know, that I'm supposed to go do a duty and then more like maybe like some kind of, I don't know, something with my strength, some kind of duty with my strength. I know it's blurry. And then that's it. And then I go back to where I came.
Okay.
Wherever that is. It's like a mission.
Ah, okay. So do you enjoy the food though that was there on the table?
Yeah, but I'm more concerned about the mission, which is weird because I love food. I was just more concerned, like it's using it for fuel. Like I'm hungry because I fought or something. I did something, but like I'm using it for fuel. Everything's really mission oriented. It's like just very mission oriented. Like even when I was going through the water, it was like going somewhere fast. Then I got there. Then I needed to go to the next place fast. And just not a lot going through my mind. Like not many thoughts at all.
Well, let's slow everything down in that particular life as that strong young man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like one of the top soldiers, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm very at ease and in control, but I like it. Okay.
So really focusing on being in that life, not worrying about what the next mission is or anything like that, but just taking that and kind of almost spreading it out and slowing it down. Let's go forward in that life, in time, in that life and it could be days, could be weeks, months, or years, but I want you to take me forward to an important or just a memorable day. Could be a big deal, might not be a big deal, it might just be memorable for some reason, but take me forward in time to an important or memorable day. And now that we're there at that important or memorable day, tell me what it is that's happening. What do you see?
Mm. I was still stuck where I was because had gone to where I was like having a nice time, I guess, with the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just hanging out and having some laughs together. We're kind of at ease. Everything seems so easy. And I feel like I have a shield. I have a long, again, like almost like a mask, but this time it has like an arrow at the end, like for fighting.
So I'm sorry, you said a shield and then what?
Like just like how the initial older person had a mask or pole. This time I have something again, but it's like a sword. I mean, not a sword, a stick with an arrow at the end. Maybe like a bow, a long arrow. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so almost like a face armor or something. You said a mask. Do you mean like kind of like face armor?
Oh no, like a mask, like MAST.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And then you have a stick with an arrow at the end, maybe like a long arrow or like a spear?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, like a spear. Yes, a spear. Thank you.
Okay.
A spear. Yes, it's like a spear.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, so a shield and a spear. And
yes.
And you have that, but you're kind of at ease, hanging out with the guys.
Yeah.
And is the shield and the spear, is it like sitting next to you then? Are you holding it? Where's the shield and spear?
I mean, we all have like our armor like next to us, like close to us, because we each have our own. But it's like next to us, and we're all at ease, and we're just kind of like having a nice time. Like this is like family, like it's camaraderie. And that's like really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But for memorable moment, I mean, that's something, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. And do you feel well respected by your peers, or how do you feel you fit in with them?
Yes, I feel like I'm like one of the top ones. But I don't see myself as that. Everyone's equal, but I feel like one of the top ones. Everything comes to me really easily.
Okay.
That is nice. Like just so strong and just like I'm so able-bodied. That's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need to ask anyone for help. Like I don't need to ask anyone for help. Like they come to me, but I don't need help. I help them with everything.
Mm. But you don't feel like you're arrogant or conceited in any way, right?
No, it's just a gift or something, and I just take it as it is.
Okay.
It's just really nice, and I love them. Like we are very good friends. It's just a nice life. It's very nice. That's nice. I'm like getting a ton of goosebumps.
So let's do that again. Let's go forward to another important or memorable day. So again, a day where something important or memorable is taking place. Might be a big deal again, might not be, but it's an important or memorable day. And so now that we're there, go ahead and tell me what's happening now.
It's hard for me to let go of the last one. I want to stay there. I think I need help leaving that one. That one's just so nice.
Okay. All right. Take me forward in time. Let's go forward days, weeks, months, or years. Let's take that moment, the energy, the feeling of that camaraderie and closeness and the ease of it all. And let's just take the energy of that and place it in your heart.
I want that.
Yeah, let's place that in your heart. And let's lock that up in there so it stays in there. For safekeeping. Let's lock it for safekeeping. And now, almost like you're standing off, if you've been sitting on the ground, you kind of stand up and you brush the dust off you and like that. So brush it off your pants and your hands and go ahead and brush off.
Okay.
And now, take me forward to another important or memorable day. Again, so a day where something important or memorable is taking place. And now that we're there, go ahead and tell me what it is that you see, what's happening.
I think it's going to take a minute.
Well, can you go forward and can you remember any time there was any sort of, because it sounds like you might be a soldier. Can you think of any time where there was any sort of like battle or anything like that?
Yeah, but we were much stronger, so it wasn't like real battles. I was just like a very easy time. It's just like it was just no competition. I know it sounds really arrogant.
When you're in battle, are you fighting other like soldiers like you guys? Like, take me to one, and then is it basically a slaughter then, or what happens?
I mean, it's almost like we don't even have to. It's almost like they give up once they see us. So it's a very like non-stressful. Like I don't have to feel guilty or anything. It's like we kind of just give up. I think we're more for protection than for fighting.
Okay. So, having said that, you and the other soldiers, are you guys maybe much bigger than other people who might try to attack?
Yes, we're much bigger. Like everyone else is so small. We're just like giants, I guess. I don't know. We're big.
So when they see how big you guys are, they just kind of run the other way, right?
Yeah. And we really don't get hurt by them. We don't really need to hurt them either.
You kind of see them running away. They take one look at you and just, woo!
Yeah,
I
mean, they try like to shoot things, but it just bounces kind of like right off. It's just very easy. And it's like the weather's so pleasant. It's just like so nice. And then they go away and like we just kind of, I mean, no one's really getting hurt. So we're just there for protection.
Any idea what or who you're protecting?
Yeah. I mean, the person I was on the water seemed like I mean, in like Greek mythology, like it just seemed like some kind of royalty, like a water royalty. That's so strange.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know, like, to picture another life. I'd have to really work on
Yeah, no, let's stick with this.
figuring
So,
out.
yeah, you said the person you were on the water seemed like Greek mythology. So some kind of water royalty is
Yeah,
who you're protecting, like a,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And are you able to take a peek at or go see who it is you're protecting and describe them?
It's like I am him too, which is weird. Because it was like I was him and then I transformed when I got on land.
Mm.
So like I don't know if that's who we were protecting, but so if I go back into the water and go back, if I'm turning back, so it's like I turn back into him, the merman, the older person, and then I turn back, but I don't know where I go after that. I think I'm having like a roadblock.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to go deeper, but
Do you see yourself like growing a tail and going back into the water? Do you see that part?
yeah.
Okay.
It's like I'm able to transform.
Can the other men transform like that too, or no?
I feel like they could, but it'd be more like minnows or something like that,
Okay.
which is so strange. Like I'm just so big.
Ah.
I'm just so big and I'm so powerful. And then like even the mermaid guys, it's like I have a trident or something, and I'm just so powerful. It's just like I'm kind of alone, but but I don't feel lonely, but I'm kind of alone in like this power, both ways.
Okay.
Like I'm the power, and that's about it. But
Nice.
it's like exhilarating. It's really nice.
So take me forward to the day. It's your last day in that lifetime. So I don't know how you leave that lifetime or if you die, what happens, if the physical body dies. But take me forward to the day, just moments before you're going to check out of that life. You're going to leave. So maybe it's before you take your last breath as that powerful merman. But take me to that moment, just moments before. And tell me, now that we're there, it could be far, far in the future, may not be too far, but however far in the future that is, tell me now that we're there, what's happening? How are you feeling? What's going on? What are you seeing? What are you doing?
I feel like I'm in half water, half rocks, and I'm feeling not as powerful. Like I'm about to go to sleep. It just feels like I'm about to go to sleep. And it feels okay. I feel safe. It's like I'm really at one with who I am. I'm at one with the earth. I'm at one, like I just know that I'm going to be okay, and then it's my time to go somewhere else. And it just feels very safe. I feel very gratitude, appreciative. I feel like everything was in place. Nothing, it just feels like I did what I lived that life, and it was nice. I'm very happy with it. But I'm not sad to leave because I have like full trust that I'm going to be part of the cosmos or something. I'm going somewhere and still be great. I'm still going to be great. Like a great something, like a great power wherever I am. It's just like a ball of power, just like power, mission, and just very, very little else. And trust. I do. It's so weird to bring in that trust. I just 100% like trust. Like just, I don't worry about losing who I was. It doesn't matter. It's just like my time. That time is up. And that's it. It's time for the next thing.
So after you take your last breath, what do you do? Do you hang around there with that body, half in the water, half on the rocks? Or what do you do? Where do you go?
Yeah, so the body's there. It kind of looks deflated. So now I'm coming back out. I'm leaving. I'm going up. Like with the same intensity as I had in the water, I'm now going up straight to the sky. Like a bullet, like really fast. And then I just kind of like become one with the sky. I'm like a star, just waiting, just there, feeling the same intensity of power. Wow. And I'm still very much alive, but I'm like a star. But I'm okay just hanging out there.
Do you see other
It's like
stars?
I was powerful, like, let me see. Yeah, there are other stars. We're not interacting with each other, but we all know we're all powerful. And we don't need each other, but in a way, like we don't need to rely on each other. Or to talk or communicate. It's just, we're just there being powerful beings. And it's weird because it was like I was powerful in the water, I was powerful on the land, now I'm powerful in the space sky. And in whatever form I was in, it was like intense, easygoing power. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. Like so enjoyable. And on my own, even though I did have the camaraderie, but I didn't need it. That's so fun.
Wow. So just take a moment to just soak in how that feels.
Oh, it's so nice. I could just stay here forever. Oh, maybe my higher self's just like, this is what it feels like to feel powerful instead of powerless. It just feels so good. And it feels like I'm at one with everything and all of them. It was like I was at one with everything.
And let's take that energy and almost like bottle that up, put some in a little bottle, and let's put that in that. Let's put that in a vault in your heart, and lock it in there to keep it in there too. Let's do that.
Yeah. Like the power is like you can do anything you want, but I don't feel the need to do anything. Just, I don't know. There's no doubts, no anything, just being. It's just being.
So if we were to condense time again and let's move forward, what else do you do? I know you were hanging out, being your powerful star-like self. But what do you do next? Because I know there's something that happens between that time and the time you decide to go to another incarnation, wherever that life is and whatever you are doing in the very next life. So in between that time, so not going to the next life, but the time between where you are now, being that powerful star being, and before you go to the next life, that's what I want to cover. What are we doing here? What's the very next thing you do, and then the next thing, and the next thing? Tell me what you do up there.
It's just right now, it's still that exhilarating feeling. Let's see. I feel like I'm up there for a long time. And then it's like an angel comes and says it's time.
It's like an angel what?
Coming, flying by me, coming to say
Okay.
it's time.
Okay. Time for what?
Like it's time for the next thing. It's time for the next. So I was with the merman, and then the soldier, but powerful, and then a star, and now it's time for the next thing.
Okay, before you go to the next thing, though, what do you do before you go to the next thing?
It's like I start to materialize a little bit. Like before I was like a shining star, like light, and now I'm turning more into like rock. I'm like starting to materialize. Like before, I didn't have to think. I didn't have to really think in anything, and now I have to start thinking. Like contemplating. Like I feel so powerful, but now I have to contemplate. I've never had to do that. I'm happy where I am. I don't want to go. But it's time.
So if you follow the angel, what does the angel have you do as you find yourself turning more into form, it sounds like, right? As you turn more into form, what do you do to prepare to go on to the next thing, whatever that is?
I have to think about what it is that I want to do. I'm not going to cry.
Okay, it's okay. I forgot to tell you that would happen.
I was just happy with being just what I was doing. And it's like I have to trust. Like I like being like that. So it's like I'm losing my powers almost, I feel like. I guess I agreed to come. It's like reluctant. It's not like I want to. But I guess I'm needed. It's like I know I'm giving something up. It's like it's going to be okay. I know I'm going to come back. I like, you know, being alone. So I was spoiled. I guess I was spoiled, and so
And so you said I was happy what I was doing and I have to trust. What do you feel about that?
It's like I know I have to trust that, like, it's all going to be okay, even though I know it's going to be, like, hardships. Like, I have to trust where I came from. I'm going to be back again. And, like, that's so nice because, like, I'm not scared. Like, I didn't understand when people are like, oh, you just go up into the sky, you know, when you die, you just go back up. It's just light. And I was like, but how can you just be light and, like, that's it? But now I understand. It's just, you just are so powerful and you don't miss anything. You don't miss, like, you just are okay just on your own. It just feels so good just living in that power. Like maybe like how a pilot would feel just by themselves in a plane, like how you could just live like that forever. Like, yeah. Like no happiness on earth can like match that. It's like, why would you want to go like there? Because there's nothing that matches that feeling. Not even like my relationship with just crazy. Like that seems like so small. That love seems like so small compared to this. Like it's like a self-love, love for everything. Like you're just all one. Oh no.
You want to take some more of that and bottle it up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
okay,
it's good to know that that's a weight. That's nice.
Yeah. Bottle that up and put that in that vault in your heart.
Yeah. That's all you feel. It feels so good. Wow. I think that that's like the feeling I'm chasing. And I'm so attracted to all those TikToks and all those things. It's like I feel the best when I'm like just feeling like I have power. Like I have power. Like those TikToks tell me I have power. It's beyond this human power, and that I love it. Like I can be like a goddess, you know? Like we're all that. So I'm not sure what it is that I chose.
Well, let me ask you this. Where does that goddess go when you go into a life? What happens to that goddess?
Good.
Can you tell me what happens to that goddess? Like
yeah, that's a good question. Let me see. Like before it was like so like with the soldier, it was so like it was so one. It was like almost like inseparable. So maybe that was my first. I don't know. Maybe it was like I was rock or star, then came to be that sea god, then came to be the land god almost. So it was all like combined as one. So I don't know when it started to split. It was all like very like intertwined. It felt really nice. It was like all one.
Hmm. So who decided? Was it you, maybe a spirit council, creator, your higher self? Who decided that it would be good to feel like that separateness,
Yeah.
not being that goddess necessarily?
It's like I lost it, like, gradually. Like, it wasn't supposed to be lost. Ugh. Like, it was like my duty to come down here. Like, it was like, okay, like, you're still, like, I guess I was in more like a pure form. And it was like, okay, it's your duty to bring some of that to earth.
Mm.
And you're going to lose some of yourself in that, because you have to be part human to bring it, to be able to, because before it was like I was like amongst like similar, and like now it's like my mission to bring some of that where it's needed. But I have to feel some of the human in order to be able to communicate it.
Mm. So you chose to leave some of that behind so you could relate better, be more human?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, I want to help. And at first it was fun to help. I was like maybe like a prophet or something. And it was like not hard, not hard.
So does it feel like with each life that you did, you left more and more of your goddess part aside so you could become more and more human, or what do you think?
I feel like I got lost in some of my compassion and empathy, that I was too empathetic, that I started to lose myself in the feelings of like the humans that were suffering. And I wanted to feel what they were feeling, maybe to help them. And then I started to take on some of that, some of their worry, to ease their pain.
Mm.
And I just started to relate really deeply so that I could help them.
You feel like you went too far, or no?
Yeah, I went too far.
Mm.
And then I needed help. But I knew it was always there. I never lost like knowing. But I lost my power. And then it's like I just became that. It just became that. Like everyone else that lost theirs.
Mm. So what do you feel is the key to getting it back?
And I think that that's what everyone's doing is they're trying to get it back. So that's why everyone's power hungry. They're trying to get it back, but everyone tries to get it back in all different ways, but it's not through create. If it's not through creator, it's just really hard. And it's the dead end. And it's exhausting. We're trying to get that power back, but we lost it or forgot where it came from. And so we try to find it in different ways. Everyone's trying to find it in different ways. And they like that feeling because that feeling is so great, but it's not the way, it's not the original feeling. It's just a tiny sample, you know, it's like those samples you get at the grocery store that have been sitting out and like, but it's like better than like nothing because you just remember how good it was and you just want to keep getting there. And you just try anything you can to get there. And so, yeah, it's like all these people just trying so hard, but going through all these hurtful ways. Like they're trying, they're just lost. Even like through bad ways, it's like better than not having that feeling at all. Because if not, it's just like, what's the point? Like that's who you were. Everyone's just trying to be back who they were. Like as powerful as a star. I can see it, like in everybody. Everyone around me is just like trying to feel that goodness, that good. And that's why they're like, you have to let go of expectation. But there was a feeling of it does feel good to be that star just in the sky. It does feel good. It's not like you don't feel anything. It feels really, really good. It feels better than flying. It feels so good.
Does it feel like you're back in oneness and unity when you're that star?
It just feels like, and it doesn't even feel like you need to be a part of something. It just is, but it feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels like that menthol feeling. It just feels crisp and cool, but without being cold. It just feels like exhilarating and for no purpose. It's just like you're just a very shining light. It's just a shining, shining light, and it just feels good to do that. And you can do it for eons. It doesn't get old. And there's nothing you're not comparing yourself to anything, so I don't know how you know it feels good. Maybe I just know because I know what it feels like to be human. It just feels so good. Maybe I'm comparing it from a human point of view. But just like the Zeus type character on the water, and the soldier on the land, and the star in the sky, all those three felt just really good.
I'm sorry, what felt really good?
Just like the Zeus on the water and the god soldier on the land and the being the star in the sky, they all felt very similar. They all felt just so like you don't have to rely on anything, but you're not conceited either. You just have everything you need, and it's awesome. That's awesome. It's like, yeah. But I guess, yeah, I don't know how they interact with each other, like the constellations and any of that, and the planets of the moon, but it just feels you don't have to do anything. It's effortless. And you're not thinking. The thinking is like a curse.
Mm.
When you start thinking,
Mm-hmm.
then you start getting separated from Creator.
Ah.
Because then, yeah, that's not Creator when you start thinking.
So you're not part of, would you say, unity consciousness when you start thinking?
Right. Like even with a soldier, he was just like going. He was going without thinking. Like he was like not like a robot, but like he just followed where he was like a magnet, like just drawn to where he was supposed to go.
Mm.
You know, like not thinking. He just knew. It was just like a knowing. And he didn't have to think about it. It was just a knowing. Everything was just a knowing, no thinking.
If you were to grab some of that and bring it into your life now, what would that look like?
Yeah. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. But it's hard because this life is so like one-dimensional and it's like murky. You have to trust and you have to be like, try to find that feeling here in this life. The closest you get, I think, is like your children and, well, no, Creator, but even that, because you're lost in this world, you get lost in what's important and you just, like music. It's hard to find that feeling. So you just have to go with the flow. You just have to have so much trust in this world. That's why it's minute by minute, because it just is really murky. So when you actually feel wonderful, it's a miracle. That's terrible. But it's like you're on the right track. Like that's when you feel wonderful, then okay, you're on the right track. Because if you can find that kind of like wonderment in comparison to the wonderment that you have up there, when you can find that down here, then that's, you're on the right track. Just follow that wonderment. The other stuff is like the abyss. It's like, it feels heavy.
So what I said, kind of what I said earlier about our natural state being bliss.
Yeah, yes, yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Bliss and happiness.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, yes, that is the natural. It's like we're trying to make heaven, earth heaven. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time because the comparison is just so big. There's a lot of contrast, I mean. But we find it when we go to sleep.
Any idea how we can find it without having to go to sleep to get it?
It goes back to the meditation, because that is almost like being asleep. If the meditation takes you into space, that's why it's like you need so much of it. It's like constant. Like it's doing it in the morning and at night is not enough. You have to find a way to do it while you're awake and living life, like being in a meditative state as often as possible. Like, yeah, I guess it's just like the becoming the one with your higher self. But then you have to trust that you're going to be okay, because there's so many doomsday stories down here.
What about when you're aligned with truth? You won't believe those, right? How will being aligned with truth counter that?
It's like you have to go somewhere else. You have to make wherever you live, I guess, like full of those reminders so that you can stay aligned. You have to really bathe your mind in it. You have to get rid of everything. I mean, like, that's hard because it's always around you. As soon as you step out of your mind or out of the door, it's all these rushes of like, you have to stay true, and you have to do all the things it takes to stay true. And you have to surround yourself with all of that staying trueness. That's why nature is truth. And children are truth. It's hard to find because you have to be around all the stuff that's not true. There's more not true around you. You have to be this shining beam of light. And to be that, you have to constantly go inwards. Like how do you stay true when as soon as you step out the door, there's pavement, there's people talking about things that are not true, there's like coming home talking about things that happen at school that are not true. There's your mom talking about things that are not true. It's like you have to just go to an island. Yeah, just like find ways to be in truth. That's church. I have to go in church. That's hard because it's like you have to find the time, even though that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing, is to stay true.
Let's look at when the egg in your mother that would soon become you, Juanita, the incarnated you, was approached by millions of sperm. And you remember, you can see this from the highest perspective now, up as that star. When that egg was approached by millions of sperm, did the egg feel disempowered, out of control, violated, or dominated?
Right away. Right away. It was like, I'm not a star anymore. I think I was even scared as a star to come down. I didn't want to. Like the thought of coming was not appealing. I wanted to help though. And it's like, I don't want the sperm. I didn't want the sperm to come to me. I was resistant.
Because then it would mean the physical body would be formed, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was already resistant from the very beginning. It's like I knew, I don't know how I knew from a past life or from stories or what, I knew the pain of being a human, and I was so happy not being that. Or just looking down below, seeing how murky it was and how clear and crystal it is up here. Like, why would you want to go down there? And like, I should have believed in my power. Like, why didn't I believe that I could be a shining light and overpower? I don't know why. I didn't know why. Maybe I was like a preemie star. I don't know. Maybe I came down too soon. I hadn't like fully gotten my power. I was like a baby star.
Okay, well, let's do this. So it felt disempowered, it sounds like, out of control, violated, dominated. So let's ask Creator, or that higher self aspect of you, to go back to that time, watching that all happen.
Yeah.
Surrounding that egg with Creator's love and light, and infusing it with Creator's definition and perspective of power and strength and any other energies it may need or desire in order to not feel out of control, violated, or dominated, so that it can be a peaceful, beautiful, mutually beneficial union between the egg and sperm. And tell us, what does that look like as that happens?
I didn't believe in myself as a star to come down. So I feel like I have to start believing in myself that I could do it. Like, it was like Creator believed in me. I didn't want to leave. Creator believed in me. So if Creator believes in me, then I should be able to do it. The Creator believed in me enough to send me down. And you can do it. So the trust was already there. The mistrust, like I already, it's like, that's why, like, the trust fall, I feel like I was thrown into it, but I didn't trust. And I have such deep issues with trust. I was like thrown in too soon or something, but like, how can that be? Because Creator knows everything. So I don't know. I was already like, I feel like a star thrown in, and I didn't feel ready. Did I jump in, or was I put in? I don't know. Something happened, because I do feel it as a star that I didn't want to. It didn't happen in the womb. It happened before. But why?
Got it. Almost like from the womb of Creator.
Yeah. But it was done with love. It was done with love. Creator knew my mission, I guess, that I could do it, that I would come here and be here where I am now and know that I would come out from it. and knew that I had to start feeling it already from the get-go, that I had to start feeling it already, because that's such a deep mistrust already, that if I could come out from that, then I could really, that would be very powerful. That if I could come out from that mistrust from even creator, like, I still chose that if I could come back almost like a harpoon, or what are those things called that come back to you?
A boomerang?
A boomerang. I would come back like a boomerang, and he'd be like, see, I told you. Like, I told you. And I'd be like, you're so right, and I'd feel so much stronger to come back. Be like, okay. Like, I had to feel that. Like, he knew what he was doing. He was like, I'm going to have you feel it from the very beginning. And that way it will be unshakable. Like, that's the deepest it can go. As a star, a mistrustful star. Oh, my goodness. He had to show me. And it's like that. You come back even stronger, like a catapult, like stronger, like when you do that, like rock with a slingshot, it just comes back so stronger. I'm going to be even a stronger star. I didn't know that was possible. I wasn't as strong as I thought. I was, but I had to learn that. Wow. It's like infinite power. It can just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The love. That's so loving. My God. Wow. It's just infinite love. It really is. Wow. I'm so grateful. Like, he loved me so much. He wanted me to be even more powerful. But that's like my son, maybe, you know? He's got a catapult. I don't know. But now I forgive myself because I'm just doing it out of love, like you said. The Creator just threw me in kind of out of love to know that I could come back stronger. Maybe I did that. But I am going to be so, when I get back to my star, I'm going to be such a stronger star that I'm going to be able to come back and shine. I'm not going to be scared. Just got to get through this one. I hear, like, I told you. I told you it's going to be okay. So now I can go strong into that womb. I can do it. I can do it. But he's saying it so lovingly, like, I told you. But in a good, loving way. Like, see, like, finally the light. He's just so happy that I got there. I'm so glad he sent me to you. Thank you so much. you. That was so unlucky and nice. It all started with that video. My son told me, he said, one day, Mom, he told me a while ago, for your birthday, I'm going to get you a gift of spiritual hypnosis. And now it's my anniversary gift. Oh my God.
So is it possible now to see Creator's love and light?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the respect and power and strength and all the other energies surrounding and flowing into that egg so that it doesn't feel violated, controlled, or dominated, but has peace, that it's beautiful, mutually beneficial between the egg and sperm.
Yes. This was a pact. It was a good thing. We agreed. I couldn't get past that, like being thrown in, I guess. And now I know what it was all about. But I can do it. I know I can do it. Just like come to Mama. Like the sperm is finally welcome.
All right, so going back there, staying there again. So once that sperm and the egg peacefully merge, can you have a waterfall of pure white divine healing light surround that fertilized egg in order to wash away all pain, shock, trauma, and drama that may be carried by either the egg or the sperm on an ancestral level, a soul level from mom or dad, a history level from any of their past lives, so that that fertilized egg comes into this lifetime completely free and clear of all of their pain, shock, trauma, and drama, and has a fresh, clean start here as its own independent being. What does that look like? And is that possible?
Remove everything from the past. I feel like I need to do it with the sperm. Remove it first from the sperm.
Okay.
Then from the egg. And the sperm. So it's a clean sperm coming in.
Okay.
It's like paused, and the sperm is like paused, like ready to enter, but I want to clean it.
Okay.
The clean and loving sperm. Okay, then I fill it with love, right?
Well, yeah. Love, peace.
It's like taking its time. It's like very calm sperm now. Okay. So now the egg release all that trauma that I had as a star coming in scared because I've got this. The powerful egg. Peace. It's a peace. Strong. Okay. It's like cradling the sperm. I'm just saying, we got this. We're going to do it. And we got the power. Okay. All right. It's peaceful.
Nice. Now let's go to that baby in the womb. Let's surround that baby with a protective bubble or shield that protects her from any toxins the mother may have ingested while pregnant, and also shields her from her mother's emotions and traumas and the yelling and the voices and the abuse from the father outside of the womb. That none of this can reach her, and then fill the inside of that bubble, that womb, with unconditional love and light that her body can not only saturate while in the womb, but one that also stays around her through the birthing process and also during childhood, so that she can draw upon those energies of love and light anytime she feels she's not receiving it from her external environment. What does that look like?
She is even passing it on to the mom. It's like a serenity to the mom, and the power stays within the baby. Is very like lit, like fluorescent, like I'd like an aqua green. Nothing's permeating from the father. The mission though is to like help the mom feel at peace. It's just giving love and light to the mom. It's like aquamarine, like the sea and the sky. Like the sea and the sky. It's like that picture, is it Picasso? I don't know, remember. The Starry Night.
Okay.
And there's that swirl. It's like a swirl. I'm like a baby with a swirl there. It's like sky and water combined in one, the power. And it's spreading the peace to the mom. She's feeling it like the moon and the sky and the sea. Are so peaceful, like when you just go to the beach and just the sky and the water and the stars. I was never a fan of that painting, but now I might be. Now I see why it's so popular. Oh, she's at peace.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what about scanning the body of her now?
Yeah.
She specifically remembers. I'm sorry?
Of my mom? Scanning my mom's body?
No, I'm sorry, scanning your body now.
Okay.
Having that star you, that super powerful, complete star you, scanning your body now, lying in the bed here. Specifically remembering when your dad would be mad when you were young and you thought you had made up and you'd go try to kiss him on the cheek and he'd turn away. And also in school, you felt like no one wanted to be your friend and felt dirty, brown, ugly, inferior. So scan the body, and where is the rejection being held in the body? And what color is it, or what does it look like?
Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn off my alarms on my phone, but it's okay. Let me just turn them off, okay? I'm so sorry. They're like ringing in my ear. And that was a good time because I actually was getting so far removed from who I was. Okay. So I'm just going back to where I was, the star and then the womb, and then helping my mom just to get back into that sky blue and ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was so peaceful. And that is who I am. That is who I am. I am the sky, I am the stars, I am the water. So now looking at this body who went through that stuff, where is she holding it?
Yeah, where is the rejection in the body? What does it look like?
Where is she holding it? It's like she's almost clean now.
Maybe she's not holding it anymore.
Yeah, let me see. Where is she holding it? Because I really want to get this out of her. Okay, let me calm down. She's holding it. I feel like it's everywhere. Unfortunately, it's like all over. Oh God, yeah, it's everywhere. Like everything is intertwined between her anxiousness with her dad and anxiousness with. It's all intertwined now. Like she didn't get to overcome that part of her dad before she got the anxiousness with the medical stuff. And it's all in there. It's all over her. It's all in there.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
So,
Oh,
how does she feel the rejection has been serving her or helping her? How does her ego think it's been helping her?
It's like what she's used to. Like not feeling safe was what she's used to. I guess like from when she was the star thrown in kind of thing. Like it's just like, I don't want to. And
got it. So does she want to hold on to this rejection, or does she want to do a little process and right now to release it?
She wants to release it because it is taking over. Like she is grasping for anything she can. Like these TikToks, she cannot stop watching them. In the car, it has to be Joel Osteen or Spa. And like when she's washing the dishes, she has to be reading those things she put by the window. Like it's got to be like constant, and like she is trying to get it out. She wants it out. She's trying really hard. She wants it out.
Okay. So, are you able to gather up? Let's just turn those. How about if we turn those, the rejection into like shards of metal?
Yeah.
Everywhere in her body, and then put a giant magnet, going back to her son liking magnets. So let's put a giant magnet over her body and have all those shards just get sucked up to that magnet that's over her body and pull all those out.
Yes.
Let's pull all those out.
There's so many. It just keeps going. Should I start with a certain body part? Or just keep going until it stops?
Just tell me what it looks like. Yeah, just keep going till it stops.
It feels like one of those dumpster, like those trucks that can like pick up cars with magnets.
Yeah.
You know, that big magnet that it holds, and it's there, and it's just like sucking and sucking and sucking, and like it's like collecting. It's a very, very, very strong metal. And it's like leaving me with lots of holes. Like,
we're going to fill it
more
up.
than
Don't worry, that's okay.
Cheese. Okay.
Yep, we're going to fill them up. Let's get them all out first, though.
It's like when you stretch dough so much, it gets those holes and it's stringy.
Yeah.
And it's just getting it all out. Just keep going. Get all of it out. Is it rejection and fear, or is it just rejection?
Grab it all.
All of it. All of it. Anything that's like... Okay, it's like just like the color of dough, and it's just pure. There's nothing left in it. So let me make sure.
Okay.
Get everything, every little speck. Right. My head. Wow. It like feels like it even wants to grab more from my head, like more than just the shards. Like a new head. It wants to give me like a new head or like new brain. Take it. Take the whole thing. I feel like it's ready. It's taken everything that it needs to take.
Okay. All right. Good.
It's ready.
Let's send that up to Creator's Light.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
It seems so small in the vastness, and it was a lot on here. Thank you so much. It served me.
So
it did what it needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful. I am like, it wasn't for nothing.
Yeah. Okay, but now let's fill all the places where the fear and rejection was removed. Let's fill all of that with unconditional love, light, and peace. And what does that look like?
Okay. It's like a cement truck. It's like, fill her up, just fill her up, just fill her up. It's like I'm like an empty mold. I just fill it up. Fill her up. Everywhere. It's going everywhere. Just everywhere. Like I was an empty cavity.
Mm.
Fill up my brain, everything. Just fill it up until just fill it up. It's like starting new. It's like you can start fresh. Like a new star. It's like the old star is like melted away. The new star. Like it could keep going for a long time. I think it's going to take a while to fill it up.
Okay. So how about if we put that on autopilot to run in the background? Want to do that?
Yeah, but I really like it. It's like sparkles. Yeah, it's like a rain shower of stars, like stardust. It's just so nice. It's really nice feeling. It's like paradise.
Okay. Well, let's let that run a little bit more. Yeah. I'm here. I can wait.
It is like it's magic. It's becoming a planet. It's really nice. It's like a magical moment. It's like one of those moments. It's like music coming on. It's very plum star. guys. This is a really nice experience.
Mm.
Colors. Just want to, just want to hold on to it so it lasts, like, so that, like, I could shine for the rest of my life. Just like.
Don't forget to bottle some of that up and put it in a little flask and put it in your heart vault too.
Yes. Yes. Flask is appropriate. It's the star juice. This is what I need. Okay, I can always do this. You're right. I can do this whenever I want.
Okay.
But it's very nice. It's like a bluish greenish. I think I found my new favorite color. Yeah. Thank you. This is great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's do the same for anger. Scan the body. Is there any anger or resentment being held anywhere in the body? And if yes, where and what does that look like?
In the heart.
Okay. What does it look like?
Well, I don't know why it's red. It's like fire, but not like too much. But it comes like flames, like sparks. Like sparks of red and like yellow and orange.
Okay.
But it's useful.
But what?
It's like useful.
Oh, how
it's like
so?
the bad anger is gone, but it's like not anger. It's like a fire of like if something is wrong, or it's like a guiding one. Like but you know what? It's like being replaced by like the bluish part of flame, the blue in the flame. So now, like when it sparks like that blue part of the flame.
Okay.
But I don't even know what that blue part of the flame means, but it just feels like it's just in a good way.
Okay.
Pure. Yeah. It's not tainted. It's like something that to use and to like, it just guide me. Like a passion, but like for what's right.
Okay. So it's okay to leave that one there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then what about unforgiveness? You scan the body. Is there any unforgiveness toward yourself or anyone else being held anywhere in the body, or has that all been let go?
Okay, so for Juanita and her journey, especially with forgive, it's like it reminds me of like Luray Caverns. Like there's that beautiful, I don't know if you've been.
Uh-huh.
Like that beautiful reflecting pool is there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But then there is that like brownish part that represents like the unforgiveness. But it doesn't need to be seen like that. It's like I want to cover that brownish with like the white salt or something, like the nice crystals. Because it was okay. It's okay that those things happened. And the crystals are like the forgiveness, but doesn't want to forget in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that beauty of the pool. Like it's okay. It was meant to happen. There's beauty in it. Don't forget it, but it will cover it not to forget it, but make the nice parts come through.
Mm-hmm. So that's being transformed?
Yes, it's being transformed. It's a beautiful thing. Actually, it's a beautiful thing that happened. Because out of it came the beautiful pool. It had to happen.
Mm-hmm. What about the body like to have, what the mind like to have? Creator's definition and perspective of worthiness downloaded into the mind. And to have her definition of worthiness match Creator's definition? Would that be beneficial?
Yeah. Yes,
what does that download look like? What does that download look like?
You are meant to be here. You belong. You belong. And you don't need to know why. But your power lets you know that you belong. The power that you have, undeniable power that you have, lets you know that you belong. And you don't even need to know why. Just enjoy it. But it's the power, is your, just knowing your power is your self-worth. That is who you are. I don't want this session to ever end. Oh, goodness. I like this so much.
What about downloading Creator's definition and perspective of self-love?
Self-love
into her and have her definition match Creator's definition of self-love. Would that benefit? Would that be beneficial?
Yeah, because when I look in the mirror, I just sometimes I love it. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to look in the mirror. Just forget it. It's like, forget everything that you were taught since you were young. Just forget it all. Just forget it. And forget what you're still being taught, like through TV, through other people, what they like, through needing to like feel productive. So self-love is following, being strong enough to follow that thing, that like that Zeus mermaid character, that soldier character. Just go and do it. Just go with the flow. If you're doing that, then that's self-love. That is what love is. Just follow source. Just follow that force feeling. Just follow. Just follow. It's not just your heart, but it's like that force. It's like we call it passion as human, but it doesn't, it's like, it is like a magnet. It is like, I don't know if you've ever felt like your hands moving like a magnet or like it's that kind of like compass. Like the compass is driven by a magnet. by the Earth's magnet. It's like that magnet force. Follow that because you're a magnet to whatever that magnet is supposed to be. If it actual feels like that magnet, like it feels like it's pulling you. It's just like I have to be clean and meditate, I guess, to just know, to feel that. And again, it's that bluish like color. That's aqua blue, aqua green blue.
Nice. What about
Yeah.
teaching her heart, mind, body, and emotions what it feels like to love herself?
It's so hard because I'm so like into this star. It's hard to even picture her. It's like she's gone. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, like I'm looking like down at her like she's gone, but like I do have to go back into her. So what does it feel like for her? What is it going to feel like?
To feel that self-love.
I'm going to feel it. I think it's like I need like crystals. I need to start doing those crystals with the meditation. I need that aquamarine blue crystal to remind me of my star. Me, the star, because I am the star. Not the star, but you know, I am that.
Right.
A star. I am a sky. I am in the sky. I am like source with source. I am part of source. That turquoise crystal and that magnet. I think I need to hold a magnet. Oh my gosh, my son's magnet is turquoise with some green in it. That is so freaking weird. Oh my God. The one that he's obsessed with lately. Oh my God, he plays with it so much. 2 of them broke, and those things are so powerful. We're worried, like if you hold it, because it's like he can have 2 of them, and he can have one on one side of the palm and one on the other side of the palm, and they stick. That's how powerful those magnets are. The magnets, the crystals, need to be by water. To be reminded of this moment. But day by day, like if I'm in the car and I want to feel this self-love, I think I need those crystals and the magnets. I need to wear this color. No, I'm going to be one of those people that has to like have that color around me and be everything. Like what I wear, I'm never that person. I wear whatever color, whatever day, and I don't care. I think I'm going to need to wear the color.
Okay.
But I'm going to need to meditate.
But what?
I'm going to need to meditate a lot.
Okay. Perfect.
I see like a blue eye just blinking at me. It's just blinking. Just one eye. So yeah, meditation is the biggest gift of all. You can always come back. So we're not going to run out of time for the chat stuff, are we? I'm sorry.
We're going to do that now.
Okay.
We're going to do that in a little bit, yeah.
Okay. I trust the thing. I trust for myself. It's so blue. It's like so crazy that I know it could end now and it would be okay. But
yep, nope. We're going to go there.
It feels so good.
How about gathering up all, like either getting a net or tweezers and gathering up all the shards of shock and trauma in her mind, body, and spirit from having witnessed and been a victim of her father's abuse, and also witnessing her mother and sister experience abuse from her father. Can you gather up all that shock and trauma and the energetic imprints from all of that, get it out of her aura, her body? Pull all of that, send it to Creator's light, and replace it with peace, safety, security, comfort, love, and light. What does that look like?
So I feel like with the magnet exercise, a lot was out, but then when you say the energetic footprint and the aura, that I didn't do. So let me see.
Okay.
The energetic footprint. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I don't know if I passed it on. Like, I want to stop it, the ancestral thing. I want the buck to stop here. How do I do that? Can it be removed? I just have to trust. Okay. It's going to be removed. So it's like a bunch of like prisms and rainbows. Like multifaceted. A lot of light coming from different directions. So it's coming down from source, shining on the prisms, and the light is shooting out from different directions, and there's many, many, many rainbows. Getting rid of it. It's like decoding. And it's adding to my aura at the same time. Take it out. It's like, you know, when you look in a mirror and there's another mirror and there's another mirror, and so it keeps on going. It's like that. So it's like going deep. It's reflecting for eons to get it from when it first started. Like, I don't know when it first started, but it's like going and going and going and going so that it reflects in that mirror. So once it reflects in that mirror, it reflects in all of them and many of them to just cleanse it.
Okay.
Yeah, to go back to like the beginning of time as far as I went, as far as my soul has gone, just to get it.
Just like an ancestral thing?
I feel like so, because that's like the inclination to want to do that. Got it. Shining the prisms in those mirrors so it goes down, down. All through the dimensions. Like hitting it from all different sides. Yes. And shining rainbows in all of them. And now it's like back to that pyramid that we started in the beginning. I'm like in a glass pyramid with rainbows. It's like, ah, it's like very nice, like AIM, like just like clear white angels singing, like very, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's her body, but other bodies that she lived.
Okay. So that's all cleaned up. Okay. So would it benefit her? And you can have her son grab onto this too if he wants it, if his higher self is okay with this, but downloading creator's definition and perspective of safety into her and him if his higher self wants it for him, but creator's definition and perspective of safety, and have that the definition of safety match creator's definition of safety. And what does that download look like?
Safety is like 1,000% letting go, that trust again. Knowing, but it's like letting go. It's like, it's easy to let go, like in this trance here, and knowing that I'm a star, but going back into the body and letting go. What is that? Oh, gosh. The safety is letting go, but not sure how to do it. Because even when I think about letting go, like unmasking, letting go, and thinking, it's in my chest so heavy, and it's brown, and it's like, I thought I got rid of it. It's like I got rid of everything else. Like I think of my sister, I think of my dad, I think of all of that, I think of everything, and it's like gone. But that is like still like kind of like a brick with the word. It's like I have to do a lot. I'm gonna have to do a lot. Thought I could just let it go. It's like a lot of breath work. Oh, it's a lot of work. The word it's gonna be, please God. I've got to use my power. I got to believe. It's going to be a lot of work, please. I don't want it to be work. But that's what I came here for. She's going to tell you I told you so at the end, but oh, gosh, that's it going to be. It's like, oh, boy. And I never say, oh, boy. That's not even a term I use. Oh, gosh. It's like, oh, boy, that boy. Oh, boy, oh, my boy. Oh, try yourself. He's like, you're not off the hook.
Okay. How about this one? What about downloading this program into her? I know what it feels like. I know that it's possible, and I know that I am safe. Can you download that into her?
Yeah, she's going to have to do the work, though. I'm going to have to do the work. I could do the breathing, I could do that, but I'm going to have to meditate like the heck out of my life. I'm going to have to meditate a lot. Because I'm going to have to trust he's ready to let go. He can let go. He can let go. He doesn't have the brick. He's light. He's ready. He's ready. He's like with angels. I see him like with wings. I see him wanting to pull this brick out like it's just like a little trinket. But I have to do it. And it's heavy. For him, he's just like, it's easy, Mom. He's just pulling, it's like a little anvil necklace, you know, with this little trinket. It's not heavy for him. He's waiting for me. He's waiting for me.
So how does she pull the brick out?
She's got to meditate. She's got to and she's got to do it without alcohol. She's got to do that thing that she does where she like forgets and feels light, and like where if he sneezes, it feels okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like if he gets sick, it's okay. It's okay. But it's like it's so deep in there. It's like even after all the magnets pulling, even after the decoding and the rhythms, it's got to be like, oh, I just felt like a release. Oh, my God. Ooh, it's radiating, rippling throughout my body. It's a cool effect. I don't know if it's like what it's doing. It's a cooling, a rippling effect. It's dissolving it. It's dissolving. Thank you. Did you hear that? I heard everything. But is it really? Oh. Really, let me test it. It's dissolving. Like this person, this higher self is no problem.
So the higher self is no problem, you said?
No, she knows it's going to be fine. It like ripples throughout my body. It's like this heat wave, but it's blue, and I feel it everywhere, but it's cool and menthol. It's like I don't want it to stop because I really want it to go away. I really want it to dissolve fully and completely. Like I want it to dissolve like salt and water. Just salt. Just dissolve. It's like a white, bright light where the brick was. And it's going and it's like rippling throughout me, just dissolving, and I can feel it. It's like when you feel like a cold drink, but it goes throughout your body. It's also like around my knees. It's going down my legs. It's happening. Don't worry, it's happening. The howl of the day. Like pulling me up. That's like pulling it out, but I don't know how. Oh God, am I like, I don't understand. Pulling it out, just let it. That's why I feel that. And I felt that burning in my chest when I was sick. It's burning, but in a good way. It's getting it out. It's burning. happened. I'm like sweating. Oh God, it's like this thing I created, but I gave it life. It needs to come out. Get it out. It is in my chest. Out. It's still in there, but it's like wants to come out.
Do we have some angels help gently pry it out?
Please.
Okay, let's call them in. What does that look like?
It's like a brick. It's like clay. It's so of the earth, I guess, and not. It's of the earth. It's not celestial.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding on to it. It's of the earth. It doesn't belong in my star. I have a star and that doesn't belong. Get it out. Oh my goodness, I need to see the power in everything. I need to see the spiritualness in everything. I need to see the spiritualness in everything.
Well, let's do this. Hold on. Let's go ask if your higher self can tap into your son's higher self.
Yeah.
Let's ask his higher self why he experiences so much sickness. What's going on? What's the purpose?
Yes,
and
please.
How can Juanita best navigate this?
Okay. This is what I've been waiting for. Let me get there. It's like the big moment. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you mind repeating that?
Ask his higher self why he experiences so much sickness. What's going on? What's the purpose for the sickness? And how can Juanita best navigate this?
This might take a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love. Love. Oh, love. Security. Love and security. When he's sick, he feels really loved. And he feels really like I'm giving him my all when he's sick. Like he's at home where it's safe. Like it's my undivided, like just I give everything I have to him, and it's like all focus. I 100% focus, like, and I put so much love into it. Like he loves it. He loves it. He loves not having to go to school and deal with the nonsense there. He sees school as nonsense. It's so stupid. He's like, what is the point? It's just drama and work that's not even going to be doing anything for what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like school is just like, why are you making me do this? Like it's like Yoda is like, this is stupid. Like I just want to be at home where I can just keep my energy. I just want to be at home where I can keep my energy. If I were home, I wouldn't be sick. It's just, God, no, that's not what I thought. Security is at home. He is so happy at home. He is, like, I feel a magnet, like, pulling him here. He is so happy at home. So happy at home. School is like, the teachers are negative. Other kids are negative. Like, the work is meaningless. Like, he just doesn't have a meaning there. So I guess I have to help him find meaning at school. It just feels like the magnet is like pulling me like here. Like when I think about him in school, it's like he's like the opposite, going the opposite. But he has to go to school. That's the thing. We don't. My husband
do you
doesn't
not have the ability to homeschool, or no?
I'm not good for homeschooling, and I saw that during the pandemic.
What about unschooling? What about unschooling?
What does that mean?
Oh, we can talk about that later, but that's what I do with my daughter. She unschools. It's just child-centered learning. They just learn more about whatever interests them.
So, I would love that. I feel it, but my husband, no way, no way, no day, no way, Jose, not there. It is not possible. He is not letting that happen because I went to look for private schools. I went through all of that, and it was not going to happen. It was not going to happen. Like he is very. This is the way it's.
If she takes all the information from this session and incorporates it into her life, how will her life be different going forward compared to what it would have been like had she not done this session?
Had she not done the session, she would have gotten there, but much later on in life. So this is just doing what she wanted was, let's get there sooner. But now she knows it's for herself too. And it's for her husband. It's for the three of them. It's for their family to be able to really enjoy their time together because we love our time together. It's so magical. We have good family and he's still young. It's just speeding up the process. But I don't know about the star thing. That star thing, I don't know if she would have gotten there. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say no. But I don't know. It might have been a different life that she would have gotten there. But that is going to take her far. That is a gift. That is a gift. She's going to see herself more as a star than as Juanita. And that is going to be very nice. When she looks in the mirror, that's just the face of Juanita, but that's not who she is. Thank you, Tracy. She's saying thank you.
Yeah.
She's thanking you so much. Thank you. And so is herself. He's like, me too. Thank you so much. It's probably less work for them now, too.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Yes, you're so welcome.
Thank
so
you.
now I am asking Juanita's higher self to recede to where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information that it's been giving her today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. And now I want the star part of her to stay here, but to give much gratitude and much thanks for revealing that to her. And now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Juanita to once again return and fully integrate back into her body. And now all of the consciousness and personality of Juanita is returned fully back into her body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. And now I want Juanita to move up through time and space, orient yourself back here to the present day and time at 6:12 p.m. on June 14. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 10, and you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. And anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me as we go, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, becoming aware of the physical body, very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around, get the muscles working, the blood pumping, get everything moving again. Focused on your body now. 5, 6, becoming aware of now of sounds in the room, sounds outside the room, very much aware of your physical surroundings, oriented back here to this time and this place, beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, coming up very nicely now, very nicely. And then 9, 10, wide awake and feeling wonderful all over. Are you back?
It's almost just savoring it just a little. Okay.
Right.
Yes. I was like, I want to change my name to Star. I want to get a tattoo of Star. Oh my God.
That would remind you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Remind you who you really are, right? Or what you really are.
Yes. And oh my God, this was like the color that I was. Oh, that's so funny that I chose this color. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow.